Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's had a great, wonderful day or having a great, wonderful day.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's warm. Bring you along with an idea that's up here. And from what I kind of know, it's going to work pretty well. Down here at the rabbit shelter, which it's a pretty shaded area, and that's why we put it down here. But eventually, you know, we're going to be taking out some more of these trees. We're going to need a little more sun over in this area.
Unfortunately, the rabbits like the shade, but
yeah,
some trees have to come down because we want to do it before nature does.
Yeah. So the silver foxes, rabbits that we have, they're great in the wintertime, super. But summertime, well, with any rabbit really, summertime, you know, you want to try to keep them as cool as you can. We don't have power run all the way down here.
No.
And of course, power costs, you know, money all the time when you got stuff going. So I came up with an idea. I found, and I'm pretty sure, I went to a junkyard, probably could have found them maybe a little cheaper.
Probably.
But I found some little fans that I've got just hung up here. They're the little fans, the little electric fans that go on your...
Oh, there's a spider.
Yeah. They go on your radiator in your car. You know, help cool your radiator down and everything. They're 12 volt and they're an 80 watt. So it uses 12 volt power and it eats up 80 watts of electricity.
But it's a shady area. There's some sun right now.
Yeah.
But this only lasts a few minutes before the sun
It goes back and forth. So I have a 100 watt panel. So 100 watts, bigger than 80 watts. Should work pretty good. And I've got some 18 gauge wire. I think it's normally used for like your electrical cords and stuff for lamps and things like that, you know. On a 250 foot roll, you just pay what, $5 for it or something?
$5.60.
Something like that. It was real cheap because it was only like a penny or a couple pennies a foot or something. I don't know. But I was like, really, the whole roll? Sure, I'll take it.
We took it and we got use out of it.
We sure did. Well, right now, temporary, because it's just a temporary fix because it is hot right now, and I needed to do something to help.
To keep them cool.
So this will hopefully circulate a little air, and I've got it run right now to a good sunny area. So when the sun comes up, because I'm not hooking it up to batteries, controllers, or nothing, I'm hooking it straight to the panel, which you can do as long as what you're hooking up is in that requirement.
So it's not going to run non-stop when there's no sun on the panel. The fans won't run.
Fans don't run. When the sun comes out, when it starts getting hot, they're going to come on, and then at night when the sun goes away, then they'll come off when it's a little cooler. So 100 watt 12 volt panel to a 12 volt 80 watt fan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also running 250 feet of wire. It's more wire than I needed, but I got to that point of going, well, we use this wire probably for something else, and this is just temporary. I didn't want to cut the wire and make it short. I wanted to keep I wanted to keep the whole 250 feet. So 250 feet of 18 gauge wire hooked up to a 12 volt 100 watt panel. Let's see what it does. So you can see it's just a little small fan. I think it's 10 or 12 inches. Was it 12 inch? Got multiple blades on it. 12 volt, 80 watt, little fan. Like I said, if I probably went to a junkyard, I could maybe find some a little cheaper, but I didn't know for sure if I'd find out what the wattage was and everything on it. Simple, 2 wires come off of it. And this kind is only used to, you know, pretty much blow one way. It's meant to like suck the air through the radiator, I guess. So the back is open, which I'm gonna put probably a screen or something so nothing gets into it. And then I know, because I've already looked at it, my little blue wire here is the positive, and the little black wire is the negative. And of course I tracked down using my wire, I just tied me a little knot on the end of this one to show that that's my positive wire. But the nice and good thing is messing with this kind of stuff is it's 12 volt. You can see I can grab this. This is hooked up to the panel. It's not giving me nothing. No zaps, no nothing. No nothing around. So, let's see. So I'm going to take what I know is my positive and my positive. I'm just temporarily just looping that around there. And you can see you can take my negative and I can hold them and touch them together. And look at that baby come on. And that's blowing real nice. I mean, that's extending to this whole side of this cage. It's hitting it. I mean, you can see that it's blowing pretty good. Alright, so this is this panel. And this panel's a few years old now. Like I said, I got way more than I needed. And it's just, like I said, 18 gauge. Hook up to like your lamps or whatever in your house. If you shorten, of course, down your wire, it'll push more, you know, like power and amps and everything through it. So, but if you kind of wanted to know what's about the panel, this is the kind of panel this one is. It's 100 watt. It's open to 21 volts basically is what it does, and it's a 6, so it's probably running about 5 amps all the way down there, and then its normal voltage pumping out is about 17. So you want to kind of get, you know, one thing when you're looking at your panels, 100 watts, you also still want those amps to be up there on your panel a little bit too, because that's what helps really push and fuel everything. And this is the kind that already come with these little quick connects, so you have to get the other ends basically to hook it up into some wire. This is too thick a wire. I've got it hooked up and it's still running just fine. So with that baby just sitting out in the sun, will do its job real well. But it's a little bit on the ordinary. I have a second one, and I'm going to kind of bring down the power on them a little bit, I guess, so they won't blow as hard, because basically I'll be kind of dividing out that power. But I'm just mainly wanting it to circulate this air for the rabbits so they don't get so hot.
Oh, that's nice.
Even with running the 2 of them, which is technically, I guess, pulling 160 watts, the motor is still going to run. 12 volt will normally run on kind of what you kind of put it on. Your main thing is you want the voltage coming through, since it's a 12 volt panel. It'll slow down the speed, but that's still circulating this air to this side of the building and then back over to this side. At least that's going to give me now some airflow to go through here, help keep the bunnies cool, which I think it makes them happier. They haven't given me any thumbs up or nothing. So you're looking for something that's not bad. It's easy to do. You don't have to worry about it. Like I said, look, I can touch this all day long. It's just 12 volt from a solar panel. So you don't have to be scared of getting electrocuted, because it's just 12 volt. So it's working pretty good off of one panel. Now if I took 2 100 watt panels, both these fans would just be blowing just as hard if I just had the single one hooked up. But I don't think I need that much. Plus, I don't want to overwork the fan at its maximum. That way, hopefully, they'll last a little longer. So we'll keep you updated to see if these little fans work for a long time or not, with continuous running when the sun's out. And I think I got these, I found them off Amazon. It was a 2-pack. Wasn't even, 20 something dollars, I think. So less than $15 a piece, we'll put it that way. We'll say they were $30. Less than $15 for a little fan. I thought it wasn't too bad to try out. So. All right, well, hope this was helpful for you. If you've got anything that you'd like to say or anything like that, just leave it all down below. If you'd like to subscribe, go ahead. Keep notifications going, you know. Y'all have a great and wonderful one. Can't wait to see y'all till next time. Have a good one. Later. It's looking pretty good.